gonna drop that about you a Hebrew Israelite, I ain't black no more, right? Okay, well, they don't give a damn. They skip right over that. They like, why? Because they don't get that. You singing the Most High song in a strange land. They don't get that. Y'all see it?
All right.
Where you at?
Verse 5. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
See now, if I forget you, Jerusalem, right? This is for all the black, Hispanic, Native American, right? If I forget you, Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. Let all my good works be not found. You see that? The right hand represents your good works. You see that? Your hand representing your works. So why don't any of our works have any righteousness in them? Because we don't forgot what we were supposed to do. We forgot that we was Israelites. We forgot that we were supposed to do the Most High's works. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Verse 6. If I do not remember thee, let not my tongue, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
Right, and that's where you get down south music. Yeah, that's ever since like '99, I just been wanting to throw up on every rap mogul ever. I'm pretty big body carried down with 498 guys kill me a cop. Like it sounded like everything in the sentence and turn it into one word. You see what I'm saying? They do that, but then they go to put like slang antibiotics in there. Like, come on, man.
I guess it's robotics, huh?
Yeah, you sound like an autistic patient that just like ate caramel. I can't even stand listening to niggas, man. Yeah, like, I can't stand just being around these cats no more, man. Yeah. Where you at?
Look, they make $1 million sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
137, verse 6. Precept. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
See, if these things don't happen, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth, man. Don't let my right hand forget her cunning, man. Let me just be a nigga that can't speak. If I forget Jerusalem. You see that? That's exactly what happened.
And most people don't even know nothing about Jerusalem.
Nah.
I talked with some today. They don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, the sister, I don't know if she's going to make it, but she's a PhD. She was there the other night. a scientist. And I dropped this stuff on her. She was like, whoa. Like, how do you not know this? I feel like, what Christ told her to do. He said, you a master of Israel, you don't know these things? You a PhD, you don't know about this?
The churches ain't told.
Yeah, she don't even do that. She was off in the Kemet and all that. Even still, how do you not know this? Y'all see that? Where we at?
Psalm 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem.
So he said Babylon, but then now he's talking about the Edomite. Wait a minute. Wait, by the rivers of Babylon we wept. Why are you talking about Esau? Because I ain't talking about ancient Babylon. Y'all see that? I'm talking about the Edomites who run modern day Babylon. Go ahead.
Who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
So he's showing you them Romans. Those were a version of Babylon. They're the ones that said raise it meaning tear it up. All right. He said raise it even to the foundation thereof. Who did that? 70 AD. The Romans did that. Y'all see that? Get that in because a lot of y'all do, man. A lot of y'all ain't even been hitting these books, man. I realized that when we was talking about what to make for class today, but a lot of y'all ain't been in some of these books, man. Ain't even been exposed to it. We ain't been doing a lot of classes on this history. So, you're dropping a lot of knowledge to these cats. You know what I mean? So far as spiritual, because y'all been getting spiritual classes. But the basics, man, y'all need these basics. This is from Babylon to Timbuktu. What's that?
And all of a sudden I got that one too.
You got it, right? What page we going to?
I don't have it with me.
Yeah? Page 84.
It
should be known to all
Where
you.
you find those at?
Amazon, $10. Yeah, sometimes it's used. Here, give them that. Page 84 in that left-hand side. Left-hand side.
They lost my books one time. I had to refund me the money when they sent out Australia.
Yeah.
I tried to order a lot of different books, like that, the Russian icon, Book of Icon.
Oh, they lost them.
And all of a sudden. All of a sudden.
Is this one for sale?
Huh?
Is this one for sale?
That one, no. None of my books are for sale.
$100 for it right
now. Nah, I need all of those. I'll get one for you.
What you say, you holler at the class?
Yeah, read that.
It's Babylon and Timbuktu, page 84, second paragraph. And it says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
So 65 years before Christ died, or before Christ, or before the Common Era, as they call it, the Roman armies did what?
Under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
So that's a name you got to know in history. These are names you can look up when people be like, "Oh, that ain't real. That ain't the Bible. That ain't history." Okay, well look up General Pompey. All right, he was one of the rulers of Rome. All right. So under General Pompey, they did what?
Captured Jerusalem.
So this happened. The capture of Jerusalem happened in 65 BC. Go ahead.
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
So roughly 100 years later, about 105 years later, you had actually a little more than that. Was that 145 years later, right? 125. Yeah, 67, 135 years later. Then what happened?
General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
See that? So General Vespasian, right? These are people you can look up in history. He became an emperor, Vespasian, all right? And his son Titus, who became General Titus, they put an end to the Jewish state. They put an end to Jerusalem. So they had it captured all that time, and then they just decided after Christ died, okay, we're gonna go in and just destroy everything. Y'all see that? Christians is getting too crazy. These cats are reproducing, right? And they build it in faith because Christ done got them all hyped up. They were walking through the streets, healing people and everything. Time for the cover up. Y'all see that? Time for us to act like Christ didn't exist. Go ahead.
With great slaughter.
With great slaughter. Read.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
What?
During the period from Pompey to Julius,
So these are all emperors you can look up from the time of Pompey, General and Emperor Pompey, all the way to Emperor Julius Caesar. Right? Go ahead.
It has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa. Fleeing from Roman.
Where did they run to?
Fled into Africa.
That's an interesting place for white people to flee, ain't it? Ain't that an interesting place for Adam Sandler to run to? For what's his name, Captain Kirk?
Right.
Jerry Seinfeld? Just picture them running from the cops and running into Third Ward.
They got like a sore thumb. Okay.
He right there.
See that? Nah, why'd they run into Africa? Because that's the most logical place for them to run to. It was black. Alright? Go ahead.
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
There you go. Go ahead.
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
What? Huh?
The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
See that? That's what the slave markets were full of. It wasn't Africans. That's why when you get the signs, it don't tell you no cargo of fine, healthy Africans. It tell you a cargo of fine, healthy Negroes, blacks. Right? They knew who they were selling. The Arabs knew who they were selling. The Africans knew who they were selling. And the white man knew who he was buying. How do you know? When you go to Psalms 83, it tell you every one of their names by nationality, and it tell you what they knew they was gonna do. Back in David's time, they were already plotting this. All right.
Got it.
Huh? Don't read loud. Him not read loud or me not talk loud? Okay. All right.
Got it. Go.
That should be it on that.
Got it.
All right. So y'all got that?
Got it.
This got to be in your arsenal, man. This is one of your books that has to be one of your basic books that you get when you first come in. All right. Because this is where you're gonna show people this is historical. All right, without pulling out a big arsenal like what I'm carrying up here, right? Without doing that, you got this. You see that? You got little books like this where you can just be like, here you go, little daggers like that. And this cat is a scholar, man.
Who wrote that? Who that?
Rudolph R. Windsor. Yeah, if you run it down by the ISBN number, then you got that.
Can you give a number? Can David get it?
Yeah. Give him back that book so he can write it down. It's on the back. But I just say ISBN 9-781-4634-1129-9.
ISBN number?
Yeah, it's easier to order your books like that, you know. Because sometimes they change certain things up, or somebody else might steal the title because he didn't copyright the title or something, and then next thing you know, you buying the wrong book. They did that with another book. It was it's called The Hope of Israel. They got a book called The Hope of Israel. One of them gives you all the truth about what happened to the Israelites and everything. The other one don't give you nothing. It's like some fictional book or something. So you order one off the title thinking you get the right one, and it turned out to be something else. See that? So you got to use that ISBN number. But yeah, he's Dr. Rudolph R. Windsor. Y'all see that? So, you know, because niggas they like seeing titles. They like seeing the alphabet soup before or after a name, and that's when they believe it, right? If I tell my name Taha Wamayam and I start giving the whole history of the universe, you get like 2 likes. But Dr. So-and-so will tell you he smelled his own butt cheeks and he sell 1,000 copies. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's stuff like that our people require a sign. Alright?
You got the doctor in front of you.
Yeah.
Dr. Faho.
Dr. Butt Cheek Sniffer.
No.
Don't forget the Reverend Doctor also.
Right, yeah, of course. You know what I mean?
Reverend Doctor.
But is there any questions on there, man?
No, there's nothing.
None of them? Alright.
Jumping back on.
It's all good, man. Let's get into it then, man. Get your class out.
Yeah, let's get into it. Demonic possession. That's what we're gonna go over. How many of y'all who can tell me a little bit about what demonic possession is? What they think it is? Anybody? What's up, Jeremiah? What you got?
I think demonic possession is when you committing acts that you would not normally be doing yourself, normally committing yourself.
Right. Anybody else? Just off the top of your head? I'm not looking for like a Google definition, but
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what you got?
To be out of control. You're not in control of yourself. Something else has possession over you.
Something has a possession over you, right? Something got you.
Be possessed by a demonic spirit or something.
There it is. Let me pull this up here real quick. I'm gonna just read this. Where'd you get this from? I'm gonna read this definition. I liked it. Read this online, looking things up like demonic possession. It says, the captive control and influence of a person by an invisible wicked spirit. In Bible times, demonized persons were afflicted in various ways. Some were unable to speak, some were blind, some acted insane, some possessed superhuman strength. So the thing is, we know that these demonic possessions, they come in different forms. You might not be able to talk. You might be super strong. And there's instances in the scriptures where Christ encountered all these different type of spirits. So the whole thing is, we're supposed to be walking like Christ, correct?
God.
So are we not supposed to be able to discern these different spirits, different instances, right? But a lot of times we don't, because we're not looking at things through that spiritual eye.
Well, it's because you haven't had no training. How do we get destroyed according to the scriptures? Who can tell me?
Lack of knowledge.
There you go, Hosea 4:6, right? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So when the white man came, right, I like that on Apocalypto, that movie Apocalypto, right? They sit there like seeing the ships come, and one of them's like, yeah, we should go, like we should welcome them. The other one's like, no, we should kill them. You know, it's like, why? Because we couldn't identify off the sight what a demon was. You see that? We had left off that knowledge. You see that? Now the scriptures, one of the first steps in dealing with demonic possession anyway, is knowing to identify what you're dealing with, right? So I'm just gonna throw this in, man. I don't know if you went there in your notes.
Actually, I have nothing from here.
Ecclesiastes chapter 19, we're gonna start at verse 29. So how do you know, because later on you're gonna go into how do you know if you're dealing with a demon or a person, right?
Right.
Okay, so this is gonna come to bear. Ecclesiasticus in your Apocrypha, chapter 19, verse 29. This is some of the knowledge that God has destroyed. They took this out of the Bible, and our people didn't know, I could find out a demon on sight. He ain't gonna be running around with a ponytail and a pitchfork and all red from head to tail, or from head to tail, yeah, literally, right? He ain't gonna be like that. No, I'm gonna be able to see the person with the demon on them. Y'all see that? Watch this, read that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look.
But he may be known by his what?
By his look.
By his look. So how will you know a man?
By his look.
Put that a little less biblically. Put it in your own words. How will you know a man?
What it look like.
There you go. by looking at him, right? I gotta be looking at you, right? A lot of y'all let your ribs come in, man. She come in the house, got what you trying to say? 50, 11 demons on her, right? 5,011, right? She come in the house, you ain't even look at her. You too busy playing PlayStation. Now she in the room floating above the bed, 3 feet, throwing up pea soup all over your walls. And then she come out, you like, what's your problem?
That was an exorcism.
You missed all of that coming in the door.
Yeah.
You missed how her feet didn't even touch the ground. They just dragged. She just came in like, the demon was helping her float. Yeah. You know what I mean? You missed all of that. Her head spinning around, everything, right? And then you go laying down, you try to get some, you like, oh, why you mad? You missed all 4 hours of everything. You didn't see the pea soup on the wall when you came in the door? Y'all see that? Since being around other people at work and everything, it's like, You know, you sitting there typing and everything like that, but you ain't paying attention. You got demons all swirling around you, and you come home, can't figure out why you in a bad mood. You've been entertaining demons all day because you ain't paying attention, man. You ain't looking up and being aware. Get that one. Be sober. What's that?
Yeah, I got a precept that 1 John 3 and 10.
Hold that. Read this because we ain't finished with this one.
Right, okay.
All right. Read that, and then we'll go there.
Done. And once that had understanding by his countenance.
So you'll know a man by his look whether they have understanding or whether they don't, right? And it said by his countenance. What's the countenance?
Appearance. Face expression.
Y'all saying it, the face, right? If you look a person in their face, you can tell if they got demons on them or not. If you look a person in their face, you can understand if they got spirits on them, good or bad. You see that? What they say? How you know a woman's pregnant? Well, what's the expression they be saying? No, before she get all bumped out, that's easy, right? She either pregnant or she got a tumor at that point. Like, damn, that's easy, right? But what? Oh, you're glowing, right? Oh, you're glowing. What's glowing? Her face. You looked at her face, right? So, like Christ said, you can discern the ways of the sky, but you can't tell when a person got demons on them. You can read the face of the cloud and go, oh, it's gonna rain. I gotta go cover my car up. But your girl come in like blowing smoke out of her ears. You know what I mean? And you can't figure out like what's going on with her.
Completely missed it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is look her in the face. Y'all see that? Where you at? Read on.
Last part of the verse. When thou meetest him.
Right? When you meet them. If you look people in the face when you meet them, instead of being in your damn cell phone, you'll know if you entertaining spirits or not. You see that? If you look at people instead of like being on your pad, your tablet, your you know what I mean, your own thought process, if you look and pay attention to the world around you, you'll be able to see good and bad spirits on.
You know who does that every time?
What's that?
You know who does that every single time you see them. Kazaki.
Yeah,
in your face.
Yeah.
To look to see, am I dealing with the man or am I dealing with his demons? It never fails. Shalom, he's like, he's in there like looking. And he can tell if you, like, no, I'm good. But he looks. He's looking to see, who am I entertaining? Who am I dealing with? This man got a problem on him? This guy, he got a demon on him? Or is he clear and sober-minded like we don't go to?
Right, finish on.
Verse 30. A man's attire.
His what?
Attire.
Right. So if a cat didn't have enough, if he wasn't in his right mind, right? Like when you go to that story, the demonic man, right? His attire, is it all torn up and ratty and messed up? Well, what kind of thought process are you on, man? You know what I mean? The one Christ seen, the dude was tearing himself. He was tearing his own flesh. All right. So when you take a person in, instead of just being like, hey, so you know what I mean? Yeah, how you feeling? All right, bye. Instead of doing that, look a person in their face, right? Look at how they dressed.
Now, you know what's crazy about that? Because there's this brother that's in the mall, and so he you can tell he got demons on him,
right?
Because of the way he just slides through the mall, he's just real. It's strange, but then he came in there one time, bro. He had on the sweatpants with the button-up shirt, but nothing was ironed. And he had the tie like halfway tied. It wasn't always buttoned. And it wasn't always buttoned like crooked. And then he had the hat to the side. And then he had the blazer with the sleeves rolled up.
He had a watch.
And then the watch was so big, he had to hold it like this around his wrist. Yeah, he had to hold it to make it look like he was. But when you talk to him, you're like, oh, I get it. Yeah, you got spirits on him. Yeah, spirits. But I was like, what you doing? He's like, yeah. Looking for the job? Yeah. Like, huh? Like, okay. So I would talk to him just to make sure. But I'm like, yeah, this dude.
Right.
He got spirits. He ain't all there.
What's that, sis?
There's a guy in Starbucks. He concerns me. I think he might go, he might shoot people up.
Wow.
I feel his spirits, and he has feces in his pants. And he's wearing that every day. And he's sitting there, and because he's Caucasian, nobody's really paying attention to him. But I'm paying attention.
The white hair one?
Like about 6.
Okay.
Tall guy.
Spirits, if you sit and doodle all day,
for more than one day,
you can't even be in your body. Like, the demons just like move in, and you know what I mean, you're looking for a new place.
Astral plane.
Like, I don't know how you do
out of his
that.
body. Demons was like moving in, baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's insane.
Crazy.
But see, and that, how do you know? You looking at them, you can see these things about them. You see that?
No.
Where you at?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verse 30. A man's attire.
So his gait, or his a man's what?
Attire.
Right, his attire. Go ahead.
And excessive laughter.
It is excessive laughter, right? They sometimes cats just be cackling out of nowhere for no reason. You like, dude, you know, you gotta check their ears, see if they got a Bluetooth. Maybe somebody telling them something funny, you know, because and this is a different level of it, right? And then you have some cats that just don't laugh at anything. That's the other side of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, hey man, you really in your head about something. You see that? You can tell these things and what spirit a person got on them if you just looked at them. Just some simple little things like that. You know what I mean? And like we were talking about the other day, it don't gotta be a seance. It don't gotta be a Ouija board. It don't gotta be a incense. What do they call it with the sage? What do they call that? I lost the word. There's a word they call it when they smudging, right? Yeah, you ain't gotta be smudging. You ain't gotta do that. You can just look at a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to do all that extra stuff, and the Bible put it right there. It made it easy for you. That way, you know, if you lose all that access to like amethyst crystals and selenite rods and magic wands and all that. You know what I mean? If you didn't get raised up in Hogwarts and learn how to fly a broom around, then you could just look at a person and it'll be right there on their face. You see that? And how they dress and how else?
And gait.
The way they walk, right? You see a chick walking up to you like she just came out of your TV on the ring, like, you know what I mean? Like, you pop locking? They know what is it going? You know what I mean? Like, they got demons on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Especially with Negroes, that's easy. They lose all their rhythm, you know? It's mad. You're like, what's wrong with the white man? What's wrong with you? Don't swing something.
Just tighten still.
Yeah. Like all the rhythm go, right? This is how you know. If you just look at people, right? It don't gotta be that complicated. Y'all see that? And you'll see it as we go on. A lot of these different stories with Christ and these demoniacs and all these things. You'll see that it didn't take all this mysticism. Y'all see that? It doesn't take that now. All right. Do you finish that?
Last part of the verse.
Go ahead.
Show what he is.
So his gait, his attire, his excessive laughter, they show what manner of person he is. Y'all see that? That's your telltale sign right there, physically.
Yeah.
All right. So if you can't, do like the Matrix and like see spirits, right? If you can't do like what was that movie back in the '80s? They Live. Right? If you ain't got the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if some of y'all even remember that, right? Well, if y'all get one of those glasses and see the little ghouls and goblins inside people's body, then you can just look at them. You can look at their face and see what is going on, man.
But that's why a lot of people don't, like, when we greet a lot of people and deal with a lot of people, they don't want to look you. And I tell them, I'm like, why are you hiding your face? Like, oh, you don't want me to see what's going on in there. A lot of them don't want you to see.
Right into their spirit.
Yeah, they don't want you to see into their. No, it's real. You can look at a person and be like, listen. I remember one time I looked at this chick and I said, "What's wrong?" And she was like, "Nothing." And I was like, "Nah, what's going on with you?" And mind you, we have been dealing with her for days and days. She's a customer up at the mall. Days and days and days and weeks. But one day I was like, "Man, what's going on with you? Like, really, what's up?" And it wasn't like, "What's up with you today?" It's like, really, what's going on with you? And she was like, nothing. And the next day she came, she's like, you could really look at me and tell there was something wrong with me? I'm like, yeah. And she broke down, that she'd been raped and this and that. And I was like, I can see it. I can see it on you. Like, look, the demon was just like, it was there. Yeah, it was trying to fight. But I'm like, yeah, we train on this. This is what we do daily.
We exercise this scripture.
Yeah, daily.
Right?
Daily.
Yeah.
What would you have in, was it 1 John you said?
Something in reference to what he was reading a while ago, 1 John 3 and 10.
What's that?
And this the children of God are manifest and the children of the devil. This manifest, whatever it is gonna manifest, it's gonna show up in you.
Right. There you go.
And this is a trick that they got out here. Is for you not to call a spade a spade. They make
What you put a cover on a book for?
You can see what it is.
We gotta throw a lot of these cliches and everything. That was a lot of subtlety, man, because you have to judge books by their cover. That's how you know what the book is.
Yeah,
right.
Go ahead.
But it's like you said, they cover a lot of things up. Like when women got these spirits, oh, that's just her period.
Right.
She's just on her period.
They got a quick write-off for everything.
Everything.
You know, it's like you said, or like you said, the book by cover on money. All these things is like, well, a spiritual man judges all things.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, I see something in this day and time that I didn't see back in the 60s and the 70s, man. I see a lot of people with mental issues. There's no place for those people.
Yeah.
And these people look like you and I. These people are Israelites. They're not being told that in these churches. And so you got a whole generation of people, man, just swept under the rug, and because nobody don't want to read. These churches not reaching out to these people.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
But that's where we come in.
What's the one I told you to pull, and then we gotta get for some.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8.
Read that.
It says, be sober, be
Vigilant.
because your adversary, the devil.
So you gotta be awake and aware. You gotta be clear-minded. You can't just be letting demons float by you and everything like that. You gotta notice what's going on in your environment.
Yeah, man.
Y'all see that? It ain't even about having all your chakras aligned and all that stuff. I mean, that's a different level, but you just gotta open your damn eyes, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, you got 90 video games on your phone, you got Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, everything. You just, like this, and the demons sit right here, breathing in your face.
Trying to go through one of your ears.
Fogging up your eye, you don't notice it and fog your left eye up.
Until your phone is foggy.
Right.
Why is my phone foggy?
Yeah.
A prime example, man, a big prime example. I seen a little girl almost got hit by a car yesterday morning, man, and it tore me up. Let me tell you something. A prime example is that you got 3 and 4 cross guards on these streets. You got kids walking, look, cross guard from here to that door. Oncoming traffic. You got 3 crossing guards or 4.
Right.
And they got these cell phones walking, and you better not say nothing to them. Man, you know what would happen if we were kids and we did that?
Oh, yeah.
But this is what you got, the behavior that you got out there, and you got kids walking, with a cell phone. I used to look it up, crossing in oncoming traffic, going 35, 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing is, that's what the stuff is made for. Yeah. So you don't notice saying
nobody's saying nothing.
Right?
Nobody's saying nothing.
Yeah. But see, our job is to keep our eyes open, be sober, be vigilant. All right. Vigilant meaning you always watching and aware.
Yeah.
All right. What's that?
It's just like sometimes I'll be at work, and like just by you walking in the spirit of the Most High, like you can see the demons on people. Like I'll be at work, and you can just feel a presence just staring at you when you look up. People just like really zoned in, like with the death stare. They don't even know. I feel like they don't even know they're staring, but they just staring at you. Then when you look at them, you know what I'm saying? Then they look away.
Yeah, all the demons got.
Like
what?
Because a lot of times they're looking to see.
Back down, it's right back on you. It's like they know. So sometimes I just start like quoting like Jeremiah, "Fear not their face,
got to
deliver you." And then you start seeing like people be shaking and stuff, like trying to get somewhere.
Yeah, because they're looking to see if you're applying this scripture, if you're paying attention. Right. Any opportunity to hop onto any breach in your system, in your brain.
Right.
Beautiful.
Read that.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about.
Okay, so he's walking about. When have you ever seen the devil, like how, as he's portrayed in the movies and all that, right? Yeah. When have you ever seen that devil, the pitchfork guy with the red and the horns, right? When have you seen that guy if the Bible says he's walking around everywhere? How did you miss him? Because he don't look like that. Check this out. Go to 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14.
And you finished that? Wow. Read that.
Walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
See, he's looking for whom he may devour. Well, what does a lion do? What kind of people does a lion devour? What kind of animals does a lion devour? The ones that ain't awake, the ones that ain't aware, the ones that don't know he's around. Right. Y'all see that? You know, if you ever watch a lion when he's stalking, he blends right into the surroundings, right? So they telling you Satan don't look like that red guy with the pitchfork. You understand? He's that guy that walked up to you and, hey, I found this thing talking about how they found some new evidence that the Bible was plagiarized from so and so. Well, why are you telling me that? I don't even know you. Right. Well, because I'm a demon and I just want to inject a little something into your brain, right? And slyly skull bash you before I left. Almost said something else.